welcome back. My name is Gordo with Pinnacle Drilling. This is episode 3 with me on the This is not a manual lathe. This is a CNC lathe that I work on every day, I promise. We got the CNMG 433 for roughing. We have a VBMT 332 for finishing. We have a VBMT 331 for finishing on the pin end. We have our tool stop block. This is what creates our overall length for both sides because it's a combo program to do pin and box in one shot. We have our Sandvik 2-inch D-vibe bar with a 432 insert in there for roughing. We have the 1.5-inch Sandvik D-vibe bar, VBMT 331, and the head of it is actually tipped on an angle so that we can get our bevel into there. On tool number 10, we have our Sandvik 2-inch D-vibe bar grooving insert. It is left hand. We also have the Sandvik external grooving insert, which is left hand for the pin thread. That is our sum for our tool list on my turret. This is what's creating the job. So right here, I have my tool stopper for my pipe to slide out, and I can always bring my pipe in at the same spot, and I'm able to create my overall length with this stopper here because I have an external thread and an internal thread to do within this program. Pop a little rubber plug in so that none of the coolant goes through the spindle bore. That's all that is. And we're off. So right now we are rough basing, and then it's going to go into rough turning from there. This is a 275 thou depth of cut, 18 thou per revolution feed rate, and we are running 425 per cutting speed. This is 4140 material. Now we're going to go into beveling the front of the pin end and finishing at the same time. It has a 75-degree bevel angle. This is what's going to lock the pin and box together when they're actually mating together. Here we are on our finish turning. This finish turning is going to go directly into the bevel on the pin end, which creates the sealing of the external and internal thread. You can see it as it goes along. We're going to go directly into the corner of that shoulder there, and that's where the bevel is there. Just about there. Yeah, there's the shoulder coming in and out. And now we're going to go into threading. So the machine obviously goes into counterclockwise because they are left-hand threads. We are using a 1/8 grooving insert for this. That just created the 45-degree flank, and now we are breaking the edge on the opposing side of the crest so that our thread is not sharp. And that depth of cut is only 2 thou per cut to get that 45, just ever so slightly on the second side of the crest. The 45-degree flank right there on the left-hand side, and the last part of the can cycle for this is to break this edge because it's actually 90 degrees on the 1-degree taper. We want to be able to put our hand across there in order for it to be smooth. We don't want to be handing out sharp threads by any means, right? And you know, it's a little challenging to get it onto there because you have to do a little bit of trigonometry, but once you snap those dimensions in, it's quite easy. Now that the pin end is done, I'm just flipping this around to cut the box thread on here. It's part of the program. When I hit an M00 on the Akumas, it actually allows me to open up the jaws without having to reset the program on memory. You can kind of see with the yellow light up there that allows me to do this switch. On other Fanuc machines, you'd use a G55 to go to the second side. With the Akumas, they kind of bypass through that, and you're able to just write it right into the program without a G55. So there's my tool block stop coming in again for the box thread. Put a little rubber plug in here so that my spindle doesn't get full of coolant. And from there, we're off to the races. This right here is a completed part of our 4.5 HWT left-hand casing pipe. Right here is the pin. It's got a 1-degree side taper. It's got 2.5 threads per inch. It's almost like a buttress thread. It's pretty cool. It's got the tapered flank right here and then a straight flank on the other side. And it's identical on the box as well. Pretty neat little thread for how thin the casing is. A lot of companies will put a drilling bit on the other side of it, of the pin, and then they'll be able to fill the center full of concrete or whatever they want to do with it. In this case, they're drilling and filling full of concrete. As you can see here, this is just such a small pallet in comparison to how many I have to do. I think I'm at around 190, and I got 700 more to go total. So 500 more. We got a lot of work to do.
you.